The date is going well, but guy makes a mistake and blows it up. In this video, I'm gonna show you 10 mistakes guys make on a date and how you can avoid them. Alright, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the next videos in this channel. And now, let's talk about these 10 mistakes. Number one, going on a date unprepared. There are 7 questions you want to ask yourself before you go on a date. Number one, where are you going? Which venue are you going to? Number two, where are you going to sit? Where is she gonna sit? Are you gonna sit at the bar? Are you gonna sit in on a table? Sometimes you don't plan this and you go to a random place and they have a very big table. You have to sit here and she has to sit all the way there, and you're gonna have a very hard time even holding your hands. It's very important to know where you're going and where you're gonna sit. If you can, book a table even before you go. Next thing, what do you talk about? If you don't know what to talk about, make sure you download my free date cheat sheet. I show you exactly the structure of a date and what you can talk about, what you should talk about in the first, second, and last part of the date. Next, where will you take her after the date? It's also very important to have a plan. Okay, you had a meal, you had a drink, everything's going good. Okay, what now? What's next? Next, what is your plan B? What if something goes wrong? What if that place is closed? What if you plan to go to that cafe, but you go there and that place is closed? You don't want to stand there like, oh, okay, I don't know what to do, where you're gonna go. Always have a plan B. Next, what are you gonna wear? What are you gonna look like? Very important, you prepare, you groom yourself before you go on a date. Every time I went on a date prepared, even sometimes with my suit, I had much better results. And finally, are you shaved down there or not? It's important, trust me. You never know what's gonna happen. You don't never know how the date is gonna end. So write down this checklist, and before you go, prepare. Now, before I go to the second one, these are my notes here. I keep looking at my notes so I don't forget anything. Before I go to the next one, I wanted to download the date structure cheat sheet from under this video. When this video finishes, you can download that and watch that. That shows you exactly what you should talk about, how you can break down the date to 3 sections or 4 sections, and what to do. Mistake number 2, going on a date hopeless. Yeah, right, like she's gonna fuck me. Doesn't work anyways. Always go on a date fully optimistic with so much energy. What if she likes you? What if things go exactly you want? What if positive? No negative what if. What if things go exactly the way you want? What if she's your next girlfriend? That happens like all the time. Every week there are 1 million dates on Tinder. That's the results for mid-2018. 1 million dates every week, only through matching Tinder. How many of them do you think go right? Many. We'll talk about Tinder in another video. But when you go on a date, be optimistic. This one is very easy to fall for. Like, if that thing happens, if we go home together, then I'll be happy. Dude, be happy that you already got a date. You already won. Nothing else needs to happen for you to be happy. If anything else happens, which probably will, you're gonna be even happier. But it doesn't matter if it happens or not. Sometimes guys go on a date and they see this, oh, date wasn't good. Why not? Oh, I knew she doesn't want to go home. She said she doesn't want to go home. I'm like, dude, you're sitting on a date. Have fun with her. You're sitting on a date. You managed to do it. You did a great job. You got a date. Enjoy the date. If you have a good time, trust me, everything else from that point on also happens. Number 3, making the wrong assumptions. For example, you're sitting on a date and you're like the mix of different characters. If you haven't been dating for a long time, you turn to this really weird thing. You're sitting here like, oh fuck, man, I haven't been on a date for 2 months and now I'm gonna, so you go in your head, you start thinking about things. Like she checks her phone, you're like, oh my God, she's not interested in me, she's checking her phone. So you start to make assumptions. Or she goes to the bathroom, she takes a little longer and your mind goes crazy on you again. Oh, she's texting someone else. And so you gotta stop making bad assumptions. Everything is fine, everything is great, everything is great. You're on a date with her. Make sure you stop your mind from making these assumptions. Instead, when you're sitting with her, always make the opposite. Always make good assumptions. She's sitting on a date, she likes me, she is really enjoying my time, she's probably really turned on because I'm here. Start to feel a certain way, your vibe is absolutely contagious. Mistake number 4, leaving the date too early. Let's face it, not all dates are comfortable. And if you're not a serial dater, if you don't go on multiple dates in a week, usually it's uncomfortable. And what do most guys do? They eject.
No, this is not good. It's not good. Mayday, mayday. Bab's in trouble. Altitude, eject. Word 6, Bab. I handle. Eject. I'm trying. Eject, eject, eject. What's the canopy?
And man, when you run out of things to say or if you feel uncomfortable, dude, you gotta hang in there. You gotta hang in there because you're both uncomfortable. That means you might have to work more on your conversations. You just have to give her more time. Sometimes it takes 5 hours, sometimes it takes 1 hour, sometimes it takes half an hour, sometimes it takes like 10 hours to spend all day with her. Learn conversation, man. Learn what to talk about. Because if you run out of things to say in a date, then it's gonna be tough. That's the only thing that is a little tough. So that's why I have a cheat sheet under this video. Download the conversation cheat sheet that teaches you exactly how to talk forever and how to be interesting is never run out of things to say. Number 5, acting too nervous. Let me tell you how it happens. Say there's a date, a man and a woman, you wanna go on a date. She's thinking all day, oh my God, what if he likes me? What if he doesn't like me? What should I wear? What should I talk about? What if I wanna have sex with him? What if I don't wanna have sex with him? She has all of these things. She comes out, she's still nervous, she's stressed. She comes and she sees you and she's like, wait a minute, he's more nervous than me. How can he take care of me? How can he be the guy for me? There is no reason for you to be nervous or stressed. Yeah, if you haven't practiced enough, if you haven't been on enough dates, most guys get nervous at first. That's why it's good to go on dates for a while until you get a hold of it and see it's not a big deal. But if you're nervous, you disappoint her. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter as long as you present yourself well, as long as you're confident, as long as you smile, as long as you do all of these things that I show you about being confident and what to talk about. If you present yourself well and you're not nervous, there is nothing else you need to do. Number 6, acting too needy, too fast. This is the fastest attraction killer. It could be verbal, could be physical, or could be emotional. She senses it really fast. And if she's a quality woman, if she had been around guys in the past, she sees it from miles away. Women actually prefer a non-needy guy without a penis than a needy guy with a penis. That's how important it is. Imagine a needy guy without a penis. So make sure you are completely non-needy, and if you don't know how, it's in the same cheat sheet under this video. Download it once this one is over. Number 7, miscalibration. Look, she's not gonna say, hey Dave, I'm ready for insertion, let me bend over. Or, hey Dave, I'm ready for you to sit on my face right now. She's not gonna say it, and that's what makes it a little tricky. If she's ready to go and you miss the window and the window closes, the opportunity gone like that. That's why it's very important to learn how to calibrate, how to gauge, and how to know what she's thinking and is she ready for making a move or not. If you don't know how, I have tons of videos on gauging and calibration on the same channel. You can look on my channel and find them. Very good tips, all from real life experience. If only this happens, then I can be happy. If only I kiss her, I'll be happy. If only this girl becomes my girlfriend, I'll be happy. The problem with this kind of thinking, you give all of the power on a silver platter and say, hello, please reject me because I don't deserve you. This goes away if you go on many dates. You automatically get used to it and you realize, okay, that specific date doesn't have that much value yet until she becomes someone special in your life. Number 9, overly possessive. Guys who don't get many dates, guys who don't get many women, they instantly become too possessive. So you never ask her about her ex-boyfriend, or wait a minute, do you guys still talk? You never ask her, who is that guy? Why did you talk to that guy? Are you texting many guys? Are you seeing other guys? Those questions will never do you any favor. Remember, she wants to be with you if you're not needy and if you're not possessive. There are many guys who go out and go sit on a good date and everything's good, but they're too possessive and they scare women off. You don't want to scare her off. Do you want to scare her off? I don't think you should scare her off because I don't want to scare her off. Don't scare her off by being too possessive. Let her be, man. Let her be free. There's nothing you can do to control a woman. If you give her freedom, she fucking comes back great. She doesn't come back, then she wasn't the one for you. You cannot tell her, hey, don't text to that guy. Who was that guy you were talking to? Why did you flirt with the waiter? Let her do whatever she wants to do. Just be cool. Be cool. You don't need her to act a certain way so you be cool. You're cool already. Number 10, acting like a tough guy. Remember, tough guys are nice, they're kind, they're friendly, and they're non-reactive, and they smile. These are real tough guys. Tough guys are nice to waiters and waitresses. Tough guys are socially smart. Tough guys are not like this. That's not a tough guy, man. And if she's quality, she knows that is not the type of guy she wants. That is not a tough guy. You know, there are 4 things I forgot to write in my notes, but I want to tell you because they're really important. I know I said there's 10 things, but there's actually 14. And I just thought about it, okay, I gotta tell you because I'm thinking like, well, wait a minute, why isn't it there? This is very important. So, next one is self-qualifying. So basically, dude, never self-qualify. Never talk to her about how much money you have or how successful you are or how is your background and history with all the women you've been with. That stuff never works in your favor. They uncontrollably self-qualify. Here's my business card. I have a law firm. I have 2 law firms. I have 40 people working for me. I have 60 people working under me. That stuff does not create attraction. That only attracts the wrong type of woman. Gold diggers, you don't want that. When the time is right, she will ask you and it will come out the right way. Next thing, checking other women on a date. That's also a very bad thing. If you go on a date with her, she's all the attention. She's on a date with you. Respect. How do you feel if she keeps looking at other guys? Then say, oh, she's a bitch. So while you're with her, do it. When the date is over, if you don't go home together, then you can go check out anyone you want. Also, showing too late or too early, it's a very bad idea. Make sure you always show up on time. There's a video about first date preparation. I put the link under this video in the description. Send a message before you show up so you know she's coming at the same time. You watch that video as well, very important. And finally, showing too much interest. If she's really hot, I remember I was out in Australia, I went out on a date with this Brazilian girl. Man, she showed up. She was like a goddess. Like she was smaller girl. She was 21. She was very early 20s. She was tiny. She had long hair, like until her ass. She was so beautiful, dude. It was so hard for me to not show how much I'm interested in her, but it sometimes gets very difficult, but you have to stop yourself from showing how much you like her. Because if you show it already, oh my God, look at you, done. That date is never gonna happen. So you have to act cool, like, hey, what's up? You know, hey, good to see you. You may be exploding inside. Look, man, I learned most of these the hard way, and I lost woman after woman until I learned what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Make sure you write them down. You know, go through them. This is important. If you're going on a date, have this in your pocket maybe. Make sure she doesn't see it, but have it in your pocket. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell button. Like the video if you liked it. See you in the next one.